Good evening, good evening. This is Marie Holiday, and I hope everybody had a fabulous day today. And before we get into today's lecture, please hit my subscribe button and notification button. Support and subscribe to my channel. And I really do want to thank all of my followers and viewers for viewing my channel, supporting my channel, subscribing to my channel, and sending me your comments. I really do appreciate that. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and support my channel. So the focus of this lecture is going to be business itemized deductions. Business itemized deductions. When you itemize deductions, you must list all of your eligible expenses on your tax return. While it may take more work and it requires that you keep excellent records and receipts throughout the year, but in the end, it might allow you to attain a bigger tax refund or a smaller tax bill. I, Marie Holiday, have utilized the services of a certified public accountant for over 20 years to complete my taxes and itemize because I've always had my own separate business outside of my day job because I do have a professional credential, and over the past 20 years I have always utilized my skills to make more money under my little company throughout the years. I may have changed the different type of services I provide under my company throughout the years, but I have always had my own company. I have always itemized, although I had a day job, because what the audience may not be aware of, that the name of my company, you all know that I'm Marie Holiday, but the name of my company is Paris and Associates Resource Center. And beginning in June of 2020, one of the services I added under my company is the creation of my YouTube channel, offering my knowledge and life experience with each video upload. And I also wrote a book under my business, Awake Financial Freedom. Throughout the years, some other services that I have provided under my company, because, if the audience is aware, I'm a master level licensed clinical addiction specialist. So with that credential throughout the years, some services I've done is clinical consultant, clinical supervision, DOT evaluations, court ordered DWI evaluations under my company. But for the past couple of years, I've phased out that clinical piece because I'm taking my company in a different direction as I head towards retirement. And that direction is to monetize my YouTube channel, to get into affiliate marketing, to earn passive income from my book. The direction that my company is going now is more sharing my knowledge and life experience versus focusing on clinical. And I've been full circle clinical, so I'm taking my company and the services that I provide under my company in a different direction. So I've always had Paris and Associates Resource Center for over 20 years now. I am not a CPA. I utilize the services of a CPA throughout my professional career to file my taxes. But one of the things I do is I pull all my information together. I have working knowledge of what's going on. I communicate very closely with my CPA throughout the year, and I let them do their magic. I just make sure that I'm providing everything that I know that CPA is going to need to file, to itemize, to do my business itemized deduction in my personal tax return also. They're going to need all of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deliberately, briefly share with the world all of the information through every year that I provide to my certified public accountant that I've been using the same one for the past 12 years. I let them handle everything in terms of the filing. I just make sure I give her everything she needs to make sure all of my business itemized deductions are done correctly. They are the experts in that. Some stuff I give her, it may be not relevant. She lets me know. If I'm missing anything, she lets me know. If I have questions throughout the year, she answers my questions. So here we go. And again, I encourage everyone to use a CPA or an expert to do your taxes. If you got your own business, you really need to be aligning yourself with someone who is the expert in knowing all this, because they are keeping up with all of the changes in the tax laws year after year after year after year. So the first thing I give my accountant is I give them my W-2 forms. Uh, I give them my W-2 forms, and I also give them 1099s if I done any side hustles. So that's one folder I'm going to give them. Everything is in there in order, labeled. I label everything and make it easy for her. Also, I'm going to give her any 1098s that know that she's going to need. If you own property, you're going to need that 1098. I'm under the federal student loan forgiveness program. So the interest I paid on my student loan, there's a 1098 for that. I have that envelope ready in label in brevity. Also, with my company, Parents and Associates, what I'm going to give her is my updated business plan for Parents and Associates. I'm going to also give her all of the money I paid, the receipts that I paid to the publishing company to publish my book. That would be a phenomenal tax write-off. I gave her also in here again a copy of my business plan so she can see how I'm adding new services under Parents and Associates. And a couple of years ago, I phased out the clinical piece. I wanted her to have that. I also indicate in here that my company, since I started new services June of 2020, I made no money because I'm in the cultivation phase of these new services. So even though I'm spent all that money, my company for the past year and a half has not made any money because I'm cultivating those two new services with my book, revenue from the book, and get my YouTube monetized. But in the near future, I will be reaping the benefits of all that. So the company made no money this year, but that's okay. I also give her the receipt that I paid for her to do my taxes last year, because that's a write-off for this year. Information on any other business expenses that I may have accumulated. I'm going to give her receipts on that. That's in a folder, all ready to go. School loan information is in a folder. Because I do have a home office. It's a percentage of the bills that you pay in reference to your home. If you have a home office, that's a percentage of that is a write-off. So my HOA expense for my home, I got receipts in there. Home warranty receipts there, because I do have a home office. I set up space in my home where I wrote my book. I set up space in my home where I'm uploading my YouTube videos. So I'm giving her all of this information so she can input that in terms of itemizing my business expenses. Water bill, a percentage of that may be used as a business expense. Phone bill, a percentage of that. Internet bill, you gotta have internet if you're gonna be a creator for a YouTube channel. So the money I paid on that. Water bill, energy bill, again, because I'm utilizing space in my home as an office. I'm giving her all of this money I spent on professional development. The receipts are in here. The receipts for everything are evidence that everything has been paid are in these folders and labeled. And I'm here to tell you. Annual escrow that I paid for the year as a homeowner, that's all in there. Money I paid for my vehicle inspection, that's all in there, because as a business owner, you're meeting with other individuals, you're brainstorming on business ideas, you're utilizing your vehicle, car insurance, car maintenance, All of the receipts there. Uh, the money I spent on health insurance is all in there. She knows what to do with it. Uh, this here, even though I spent money on medical, however, my accountant told me they really don't use this unless you paid a lot of money on medical expenses. And the total amount I paid on medical expenses for 2021 is $277. So most likely this will not even be applicable for filing as a business expense. Um, Money I paid to keep my home termite free, because again, I'm using a space in my house as an office. Money I paid to post office. I'll always give her copies of my bank statements. That's more proof of receipts in reference to what it would in terms of when I'm itemizing. So I'm giving her all of that. So I like working with my CPA because I give her everything in folders labeled in order, and I let her do her magic. Another document she likes for me to turn in is my tax information from the prior year. So, she's been working with me for 12 years in terms of doing my taxes, business itemized deductions throughout the year, and etc. So I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it is power. It is power in terms of having your own business. I don't care how small it is. I don't care if you still got a day job and you got your own side business on the side. When I fully retire from my day job and have retirement checks hit me for the rest of my life, I'm going to be able to reclaim 40 hours of my life and really focus on cultivating and monetizing my YouTube channel and getting into affiliate marketing. Who knows? I may even write another book. Again, I'm going into a whole nother direction in regards to the services I'm going to provide under Paris and Associates and moving forward in my life. As a addiction counselor, I've been full circle with that. Throughout the years, I made good money, providing some of those clinical services under my business, but I'm now getting ready to go in a different direction. So I hope this has been helpful in terms of business itemizations, deductions. Again, I encourage everyone to talk and consult with a certified public accountant. I have always used a certified public accountant to ensure that my taxes are done the correct way, that my itemizations are done the correct way based on new changes in laws that may come about. I have working knowledge of what's going on. I keep excellent records. I'll go ahead and pay the experts to do what they do. She loves working with me because my stuff is so organized. It's in individual folders. Everything is labeled. I spend a good 2 days getting everything ready to turn over to my accountant. And like I said, if I have questions throughout the year, she answers my questions. And I'm here to tell you it was powerful benefits in knowing that. So I hope you all got something out of this. And don't forget, my book, Awake Financial Freedom, is currently in the ebook phase of publication. This is a powerful book. This is a testimony. The reader will not be disappointed. This book is getting ready to hit all major bookstores. You can either purchase the hard copy of the book for $12.95 or the ebook version of the book for $9.95. You will not be disappointed. There is a spiritual base to this book. So with that being said, simplify, simple fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great evening.